So these are Microsoft's Copilot Plus PCs, and these are going to be our Surface devices. And when we look at the Surface lineup and the Surface family, we really see two different form factors. So we're going to see the Surface Laptop, which is just kind of this standard normal laptop clamshell function. And then we also have this Surface Pro, which is going to be the more two-in-one tablet orientation. You can disconnect the keyboard, and then you can snap that back in and use it in a more PC form factor. So both of these devices are, again, part of that Surface family, and they are a part of that Copilot Plus PC lineup and class of devices. They come in different sizes, kind of depending on what you're using it for, right? So a kind of rule of thumb that I have is the bigger the screen, the better the performance. So we have the 15-inch here. This is going to have our Snapdragon X Plus, or I'm sorry, X Elite chip. So this is going to be good for things like video editing or photo editing, or running like an Adobe suite, something that kind of pulls that heavier graphic power or the heavier applications that you need to run this with. But once we get to the 13.8-inch or even the 13-inch Surface laptop, the use case is going to change a little bit, right? So when we get to the smaller device, that's going to be a more entry level to an AI device used for things like watching YouTube, paying your bills, maybe running the productivity suite with Microsoft 365. The 13.8, it'll kind of do a mix of those. It won't run kind of the highest applications, but it has a little more productivity use case than the 13-inch. I do want to start with some demos here. So let's go ahead and pull up our Click to Do demo. Cool, so this is Click to Do. And essentially what this is using AI to interact with your screen, kind of making those interactable moments, right? So you can use AI, it'll take a screenshot of your screen, and then you'll be able to take even more steps from there. And I like to do this kind of in a form of a PDF. So we're looking at a PDF here. I find PDFs traditionally to be hard to work with, right? They're a lot of the times locked. You can't really copy the images, and it's hard to copy the text. So we held the Windows key and clicked, and that'll take the screenshot. And then from here, you can even say we can do a visual search with Bing. We can blur the background. We can edit the photo. We can really do multiple different steps with this, integrating AI into it. On the right side there, we have this kind of wall of text. If you don't want to read that, we can go ahead and summarize it with Copilot. We can have Copilot rewrite that summary, or you can copy and paste it into your notes if you're a student. You can have it create a bulleted list as well. So really, it's about creating those interactable moments with things that may not be interactable.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's Click to Do. One that I use in my day in and day out. I think it's super effective for things like planning a trip, right? If you're browsing and looking at all these different PDFs on where to go, what to do, maybe like travel guides, things like that. Maybe there's an image in there. You don't know where it is, so you can use Click to Do, select the image, and then do an image search and say, hey, where is this? And then kind of find those locations. So that's just a great use case that I personally use it for.
Yeah. How about Recall?
Yeah, Recall. Let's get into Recall. Great demo. And this is kind of another way to save time when finding things on your device. All right, so we're going to use Windows Hello, that biometric authentication feature, to get into our history of our device. And this is essentially a photographic memory of your device. So as you're working across your multiple apps and browsers, it'll take snapshots of your screen, similar to what we saw with Click to Do. But it puts it in a timeline here. So here's that PDF that we were working with before. We can recall that. Since we knew it was just the other day, we can kind of go back with the timeline and interact with that, or jump back into that web page. But at the top here, let's go ahead and search. So we search term butternut. So what that does is gives us a couple different searches here. So we have visual matches, we have text matches. But since butternut wasn't even a text match that it pulled up, it made sense of that. It took your prompt and said, hey, what does this mean? Maybe this is what you mean. And it pulled up a winter squash recipe. So again, it's not just based off of text searches. You don't have to be super literal. You can use natural language. Even if you misspell things, it'll kind of make sense of it and find the most relevant results across your PC. You can even filter it. So there was a safety concern amongst customers of, oh, it's taking screenshots of my history. Will it screenshot sensitive data? Well, we're kind of showing here that you can really filter and personalize those settings and what it's capturing. So you can delete the history. You can even turn snapshots off altogether if it's something you don't want to utilize. You can filter sensitive information. Say you want to filter out your bank app, right? You don't want it to take screenshots of your bank app. I turn it off when I'm watching Netflix just because I find that it takes up a lot of storage and I won't ever really recall those moments. So I pause it until the next day. So again, it's just a great way to find things on your device with AI, super easy, kind of overall saving you time in the long run.
And speaking of finding things on your device, how about the improved Windows search?
Right, another great call. Great demo. I think kind of the theme you'll see across these AI demos is finding things on your device, right? Finding the thing. I feel like a lot of the time we're finding, spending so much time finding files and settings and multiple things on your device that, AI can really just kind of take that workload off and have your productivity be a lot more efficient. So improved Windows search, great demo. Let's take a look at it and we'll see what that means. Improved Windows search is really just kind of marketing fluff for using AI to search on your device, right? So in this instance, we are building a PowerPoint and it's about a cityscape. And again, using improved Windows search, so we can use natural language to find files or images or settings on our PC. So say we need to insert a picture here, we can go into our File Explorer and search cityscape because we're looking for a picture of a cityscape. And so when these pictures pull up, you'll notice that the names of these files are all just random, right? It's image with a number, kind of just uses metadata there. But if we want to search for the image, it'll pull up kind of the most relevant results and give us all the images of cityscapes on our device. Then we can go ahead and copy it and paste it into our PowerPoint presentation. And as I mentioned earlier, we can even extend this over to settings, right? So if I am looking to implement maybe my headphones, we can go into the search bar and type, I want to add my headphones to this device. And then you'll see the first result there is Bluetooth settings. So then you can click on that. It'll take you right to where you want to add your headphones. So again, using natural language, you don't have to be so precise when finding things, maybe backspace and then search another term so it pulls up the most relevant result. AI will kind of make sense of it. So great, across those three use cases, it's just a great way that you could actually integrate AI into your everyday. Yeah. It's not some kind of arbitrary software that generates images and I have no idea how to use it.
Yeah.
There's real life use cases that you can use these across these devices. So that's essentially the three main demos that I use when using my Copilot+ PCs. I think to get a good view of Microsoft 365, it would be great to play a quick video on Microsoft 365 since I don't have demos on those. This will kind of just show how we use it and some different features with Copilot integrated into it. Cool. So that's Microsoft 365. As you saw, Copilot is now integrated into it. So you can use AI to do a lot of cool things within that subscription. So we have things like having it draft an email for you or summarize email chains, even taking other documents and having AI reference those to create other documents. So if you're somebody who maybe plans a trip, right, and has all the information in one spot, you can say, hey, Copilot, write a quick summary of the trip in this Word document that I can send out to all my friends as an overview, so everyone kind of knows what we're doing on this trip. So Copilot is now integrated. I think it's a great addition to these licenses, kind of allowing you to, again, save time. That's kind of the mantra across AI with Copilot, is saving you time in the long run to do other things, to get more done. So yeah, across all of these apps, the productivity suite, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you will be able to use AI to help you out in the more, the more, I guess, technical applications.
Yeah. Where would you like to start when discussing the packages that we've got from Microsoft?
Yeah, so I always start with personal. I find that more people are going to utilize Microsoft Personal, Microsoft 365 Personal. This is one account. It comes with the productivity suite like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote, all these things, OneDrive, Microsoft Defender. And again, this is one account, and you will get Copilot integrated into those apps. Now, if you're somebody who has multiple people that would need this license, you can get the family account. So this has 6 accounts, but only the main account holder, so the person that sets it up and sets themselves as the main account, will have access to Copilot. So those AI features inside of the productivity app. So if the 6 accounts want to use Copilot, they can download the app, right? The AI chatbot, the one that connects to the cloud, but integrated into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook, the examples we just saw in that video, that's only the main account holder. And now say AI and Copilot and all the additional features is not something that you're interested in, right? You just need it for one time only. Microsoft Home may be best for you. So this is going to be a kind of a limited subscription. So you'll have, it's a one-time purchase. You'll have Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, the desktop productivity apps. You can install it on any device, but you will not get continuous updates like you will with these. So with these, you will always have the latest version. With this, it's just that version of that year that you purchase, no updates to that.
Is there any way, can you log in on multiple devices with any of these?
Yeah, so you can download on as many devices as you have, but you can only use 5 simultaneously. And I find that people use it across devices, right? So I have an Excel sheet that tracks like calorie count and workouts and things like that. So if I'm at the gym, then I can pull it up on my phone and kind of go through my workout plan there. So again, you can do it across a phone, a PC, a laptop, a tablet, all those sorts of things. So you can use it across all of your devices.
Yeah. And we did get a question if there was any Microsoft 365 apps that come with the laptops. Nothing comes pre-installed, correct?
So Microsoft 365 does not come with the device. It may come pre-installed, like the app will be there, but you will not have all the features and benefits that you get when purchasing the product here.
Okay, sounds good. Is there anything else about these packages?
I think that covers most of it. I think most importantly, it's just knowing the difference between the plans, what you get with them. With these, you'll get Copilot integration into them, which is a huge added benefit. And this one is just going to be kind of that one-off purchase.